blacks pulled up to the Spencer home. Police cordoned off both ends of the block to try to keep the angry whites away.
Half of the people, these people want anything and they don't want to work for anything. This is what they want. They come up from the South, they go on welfare. They come from Puerto Rico, they go on welfare. We're sick of paying for these people. Does he have a right to live here?
No.
Why not?
Because he's black.
It's black. I'm afraid of them.
Of who?
Of them, the blacks. I'm afraid to go out at night.
You get a minority group in any area, you see what happens to it. It's all welfare.
They don't answer the area.
And they don't live like human beings. They live like animals, and that's what they are, animals.
I don't like them. I don't want them in Rosedale. Why not? We don't part of Rosedale. We just want in a white neighborhood. No blacks at all.
That's all we're asking.
We want to keep the neighborhood
We want to keep it the way it is.
Of African Americans being called violent when the world's worst violence was done to them, not by them, to them, not by them. For God's sake, you want to do racist stereotypes? If it fit anywhere, and it doesn't. But if it fit anywhere, it would certainly fit white right-wingers in the South, who has hundreds of years of history of being savages. Savages! They snatched babies, and they sold them as property, and they raped their mothers. Savages! That's what they were. You want to talk about stereotypes? Screw all of you who still defend that Confederacy. That monstrosity. Anyone who defends that is a barbaric savage.
Okay, Shalom. Shalom. Kwam Yasa'Allah, Koholoimla, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakahakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwa that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan the Waf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And it's funny that, I'm just scrolling through videos. I seen the one, and I'm like, you just get so sick of these damn Edomites, man. These so-called white people with their bullshit. So, I kept on scrolling. And then I seen this one. I'm like, you know what? Let's just put both of them together. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau, he has that perpetual hatred for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. If you notice, they say, blacks, and they come into your neighborhoods and they're on welfare. And then they said Puerto Ricans, they come from Puerto Rico and they're on welfare. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you think that it would only be right that, you take care of the people that you stole, that you kidnapped, motherfucker. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You're not giving us a fair shake. You're not giving us a fair, lookout in this system. And of course, we know where it comes from, man. It's all, it's biblical. We understand that it's prophecy and all that good stuff as well. You know what I'm saying? But this is how Esau feels about you. That was 1978. Those people are still alive. A lot of those older people that you're seeing on the screen, they're probably out of here. Probably done smoked one damn Marlboro too many, and got drunk and whooped on a wife and killed her ass or something like that. That's the true meaning of a wife beater. And they act as if they're just, these pristine, righteous people, man, after all the shit that they done. They done all that to us. We've never done anything like that to them, And then they complain about the very people that they kidnapped and brought here. How can you complain when you the one you should have left? How can you complain about something that you actually put forth? Anyway, Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And this is going out to you so-called to you so-called Edomites. Salakia, to you so-called white people, which are Edomites. Slip of the tongue there. Because that's their biblical nationality. And we're biblically Israelites. And you can get that, this is what's going on really right here. Genesis chapter 27. This is a fight between two brothers. This is a spiritual war that's been going on since the beginning of time, really. But this is between Esau, which is the so-called white people today, the progenitor of the so-called white race, right? And you have Abraham, Isaac, and Esau. Then you have Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You see, Isaac and Rebekah had twins, and us being Jacob ended up, getting his birthright, and we ended up getting the blessing, and he's been pissed with us ever since then. So let's get what's really happening here. Right here in verse 41, it says, and Esau hated Jacob. To this very day, they still do, with a passion too. That's why we tell you to never trust, what the scripture says, to never trust thine enemy. We always say, man, stay away from these people if you don't have to be around them. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from the man that has the power to kill, because this is his domain. This is his kingdom, and he has the power to actually kill you, and really nothing will happen to him. But now in these last days, it's not what it used to be for them. They used to be able to just, come through, throw a rope over a goddamn limb, hang your ass up in a tree, and nothing will happen to them. Now, in this day and time, we do have what, they call self-defense, you know what I'm saying? But still, you would have a harder time proving why you took one of them out as opposed to them taking your ass out. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord has brought this thing on along. They're not in the same embodiment no more as far as like who they were before. They don't have that power like that no more, because the Lord is taking it away from them. But Genesis 27:41, it says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And he's always had that attitude. This is the same attitude he has had forever, man. Right? So let me see what else. And this is what's coming to you, Edomites. Everything that you've done is going to come back on you. This is Revelation 13. Let's start at verse 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So they've done all these things to us, man, and they've had us for centuries. And, and just hate us, without even, a lot of them really don't even know why they hate us the way that they do, but it's really because of the birthright and the blessing. But all these things they have done to us, and we're the savages. Now they're really just getting a taste of their own medicine, because these Negroes that's out here that they're so afraid of, they created these niggas. You're the creator of these niggas you're so afraid of. You treated the nigga, you treated Jake like animals, and then you expect him to act like humans. And then not to mention your laws, not to mention, your little, basically, there was a time when you could discipline your children and get their asses in order before they got out in these streets and got into trouble. But guess who said you couldn't discipline your children no more? The so-called white man. He came up with laws for that shit. There's a lot of dirty shit that this clown done, man, to us as a people, man, that's got us destroyed. And that's why we always bring out that Micah 2:10 as well. But they're going to have to pay for what they've done. Micah 2:10. Now, mind you, this was just 1978. That was like I guess maybe 2 generations ago, considering. But, there's plenty of people around from 1970 shit. Them people would be in their 40s, like, pretty much right now, Late 40s, 50-year-olds. A lot of those, you seen those as younger people on a lot of those people probably still alive today, probably in like their 60s. Some of those little smaller kids, they're most definitely, probably in their 50s. A lot of those people are still alive. Their grandchildren, I'm pretty certain that video that's up online right now, some of their grandkids and shit done seen that shit and know exactly who these people are. These people are still, a lot of those people are still living and around, man. Micah 2:10, it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with the sword destruction. So you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you need to come out of the mindset of trying to be a fucking American, man. This place is trash. If anything, you should just be saying, well, hey, I just live here. Or if you're going to, identify yourself as something and other than an Israelite, because that's who you are. All that black American shit. No, hey, tell one of these so-called white people that, I don't consider myself to be black. I identify as a descendant of slaves. And you'll see how red they're going to get. Because they're very embarrassed by their history these days. That shameful spewing. Matter of fact, that's that Habakkuk 2:16. See, those very people, if you were to say, for instance, if I was to walk up on a so-called white person right now and I show them that video. Now, if they are by themselves, you know what I'm saying? Shit, they might try and put hands on me. But if I catch them in a crowd and I'm like, everybody look at this video. You know what I'm saying? They would be very embarrassed by that shit. And matter of fact, what they'll be saying, oh, that's fucked up. That's so bad. That's so horrible. But we've come a long ways. Hey, look, we're not trying to hear that shit, man. The Lord is not trying to hear that. The Lord is going to require that past, man. The things that you've done, he's going to require that from you, so-called white people. You're not getting away with none of that shit. But this is Habakkuk 2:16. Woe unto them, Slakia. Let me just get to the point. Verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also. So this is what's about to happen to him. It says, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. So that cup that they made us drink, that the Lord made us drink, actually, they're going to drink of that cup double, man. See? They're going to drink of that cup. It is what it is, man. And matter of fact, let's get Job 34:29. When he giveth quietness, who then can make trouble? And when he hideth his face, who then can behold him? Whether it be done against a nation or against a man only. So the Lord, he deals with nations of people, and he deals with the individual people within those nations. The Lord deals with everything. He's the Father of spirits. So let's get Daniel 4:17, because he's the one that set these kingdoms up. He set these people up. But they don't know that he's going to tear them down, because they don't even acknowledge that he actually set them up. Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the bases of men. So the Lord set these base people up. And that word base goes off into the lowliest of people, because they are the lowliest of people. Look at how they're running the planet. Look at their laws, man. Look at how they, how they get down, man. These are very treacherous, brute beasts. Like they're, really they're sottish people too as well, man. These people are stupid as hell, But let's go to Galatians 6:7. It says, be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So they're going to reap what they've sown as a people. We just read that the Lord, he deals with nations. See? All these nations that are that are, in their spots. Because as a matter of fact, what's that? I think that's a rock. The Lord set up these kingdoms, man. Ecclesiastes, no. What was it? Yeah, I think it is. Ecclesiasticus 17. Yeah, in 17. It says, for in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion. See, we're the Lord's portion. These other nations, he set them up. And, every man, or, whoever's in charge, the Lord actually sets those men up in charge. You know what I'm saying? To be over those nations. So Donald Trump, he's not just president for nothing. Or, your President Putin, he's not just president for nothing. Your Kim Jong-un, he's not president for nothing. I mean, a dictator for nothing. The Lord set up those men. All the men that are running these nations, the Lord actually set those men in power. So he's going to break those people down. But you Edomites, you have a special tab to pay, man. You have a super duper special tab to pay. Because you're the top enemy of the Lord, man. You are the wicked that the Bible speaks of. And your action shows it. So again, that shameful spewing, they're ashamed of their history. And then These days, they're just being laughed at. They're like the laughing stock of the world now, especially these Americans. These so-called white people in America, man, they're doing horrible. Now, matter of fact, now when you go back, when you look at this video, these very same people right here, let's go back. These very same people that was in the very first video, a lot of them, their grandkids are on drugs. They can't buy a home. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, them same kids that's out there on the block still living with their asses. More than likely, if they were able to get away, you know what I'm saying, and go and make a little career. This was the last of them actually making a career for themselves. Basically, this was their last generation before the fall, because 1978, that was around the time when Jimmy Carter was there, and he was one of the very first ones that, you know what I'm saying, wrote into law, or came up with laws and shit for your alphabet people to get down. And that's been the fall and crash of America since then. It's been nothing but hippie, drugged out, sodomite shit going on, and a bunch of weirdoism since this particular time right here. So this right here was a beginning of time when they started to fall, and it wasn't no fault of ours. It was just the Lord set it up where it's time for these people to stop, man. You know what I'm saying? But these very people right here, these are the people that you see out here on drugs and shit now. Let's go back.
The blacks pulled up to the Spencer home. Police cordoned off both ends of the block to try to keep the angry whites away.
Half of the people, these people want anything and they don't want to work for anything. This is what they want. They come up from the south.
See a guy like this right here? His grandkids are out here on drugs. They're out here on drugs. This guy, he appears to be maybe in his 30s. 1978, he would be maybe in probably about this guy could be in his 70s or some shit like that right now, 60s or some shit like that, depends. But these people, them kids you see in the backdrop back there, all these people right here, man, most of these people, kids are on drugs, fentanyl. You see them, man. I mean, they out here. They either on a damn corner in a wheelchair with their legs gone, with a military jacket on, some damn veteran, or some silly shit, you know what I'm saying? So we don't feel sorry for these people, man. But let's, and these, they're going to have to pay, man. It just is what it is, man. So you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you trying to hold on and hang on to America? And you just, in the name of white Jesus, you want to forgive these people? The fuck out of here, man. These people would never like you. They're never going to love you. You're out of your mind. 1978, here it is. It's 2024, and that same hatred is out here with your Make America Great Again crowd. It's even worse. Or matter of fact, it's just never changed. It's just been a facade. They've been hiding for quite some time. See, Trump put that battery in their back and brought their asses back out to show you. This is the Lord showing you, man, that these people, they have a perpetual hatred for you.
They go on welfare. They come from Puerto Rico, they go on welfare. We're sick of paying for these people. Does he have a right to live here?
No.
Why not?
Because he's black.
He said no because he's black. And black is just a color out of a crayon box, which is a social construct, because none of us are actually black. And those people are not actually white. You can clearly see in the pictures right here, these people are red, man. That's how we know that they're Esau. This is Esau Edom right here, man, that you're dealing with, man. And their kingdom is about to fall. So, that's why we say, be on watch, man. Don't, let me get another one where it talks about walking circumspectly. Because, see, you got a lot of our people, they running around out here, man. They going to celebrate the holidays and, be on that American shit, man. And these so-called white people, man, they ready to gun y'all asses down. Ephesians 5:15, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. See, these times you're living in some very wicked ass times, man. These people are ready to gun you Negroes down, man. So you better wake the hell up, man, and repent to the Father Yahweh in the name of his son Yahushai, and get the hell away from that white Jesus, that idolatrous white Jesus character, man. They whipped us so good. They placed in our mind that one of them is going to actually come save us. You see what I'm saying? And I'm willing to bet you all these people are Christians. So if you were to ask a so-called white person, like, okay, so if the Lord is a so-called white man, what is he going to do to you guys for what you've done to us? Is he just gonna be like, oh, let bygones be bygones, and everybody just walk into this little heavenly place that y'all be speaking on? You know what I'm saying? And everybody's gonna just be cozy. What's he gonna do to you guys? Why would I? What would be the benefits of me worshiping your Jesus when he's one of you and y'all hate us to fucking death? Like, ask, if you were to ask some of these people those questions, man, they be looking like, and they're trying to explain it away. Well, but he loves it. He's gonna change everything. He loves everybody. He loves us. Here you go. They running around talking about white Jesus, and they done been separate, got separate churches that your ass can't even walk into. I'm willing to bet you all these people are Christians. They'll tell you, this is back when Americans really were, so-called Christians. The Christian poll back then was a lot higher than it is today. A lot of these people, man, don't go to no damn church. They don't give a fuck about no church now, But anyway, this is who we're dealing with here, man. So, keep your head on the swivel out here, man. I always say, man, stay the fuck away from these people if you can. I don't deal with them. I go to the plantation, do what I got to do, get my little daily bread. I'm back in the hood. I'd rather deal with these Negroes. And I don't hang around them neither. You know what I'm saying? I try and make all my little moves, man, and come on to the house and chill. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all it is to do these days. Like, shit, what the fuck you trying to hang out? You at a damn NFL game around motherfuckers like this, man. Are you crazy? Ain't no way. You couldn't give me free tickets to the Super Bowl. I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't be around none of these people like that and mass crowds like that, man.
I'm afraid of them.
Of who?
Of them, the blacks. I'm afraid to go out at night.
You get a minority group in any area and you see what happens to it. It's all welfare.
They don't add to the area.
And they don't live like human beings. They live like animals, and that's...
They live like animals, bro. Now, at one point, before y'all, came with the bullshit segregation and all this other little sneaky shit, Jake was doing all right. You had 2-parent homes. Jake was just trying to, go to work and make a living for themselves. Jake had their own little businesses and stuff like that going on, But every time Jake gets something going, guess who comes along to fuck that shit up? It's these people, the animals, the real animals. That's calling somebody animals, bro. We've never, you know what I'm saying? When was the last time you heard of us rolling on horses in mobs and burning crosses in people's yards and throwing cocktails through the damn window or hanging up white people? Throwing ropes over tree limbs and stringing their asses up in a tree. When was the last time you heard of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans doing some shit like that to these people? But we're the savages, bro. This man done killed billions of people, man. These the very people, man, that develop a damn bomb, bro, that take out continents, man. And he's using them bitches too. He don't care. But and then he'll get on TV and say it's all in the name of democracy. But again, like I said, a lot of these people, some of these people are still alive. But the grandkids or the great grandkids of these people, they out here on dope, which is good. Them the ones that you see out here. Matter of fact, let me see. Oh, Salakia. Let me go to the tube real quick. Show you how these motherfuckers run. These are Tent City people right here, right now. Let's get that Kensington. I like to put that one in. I ain't even have to even go far with it. And it's so-called black people that's caught up in it, but these are mainly so-called white people, man. That's out here on this dope, man. Walking around out here, goddamn zombies with flesh-eating diseases and shit. Look at them. These are those people today. These are those people's kids today. And it shows you how far this place has fallen as well, because, only an unfit king would run his kingdom like this. Only an unfit king would allow his kingdom to get to this point. Look at these hoes. Look at these hoes right here. See? These are the people right here now. Those very same ones that's locking up their damn doors and won't even deal. As a matter of fact, I be, at the plantation, because, I kind of drive. I be driving and out on the road and pull up to one of those intersections. And you'll see those military men with their damn legs gone, sitting in those wheelchairs, begging for money. And they own people, the so-called white man, he would not roll down his motherfucking window and give his veteran that fought for this country, for them to be able to say the type of shit that they say and do the type of shit that they do, they won't even roll down their window and get a man $1. In their Mercedes, in their BMWs, in their Lexuses, in their, you know what I'm saying, their Porsches. I'll be sitting there looking like, shit, you ain't getting a dime from me. A motherfucker be on all four corners, and they will and won't even look at them, won't even look in their direction. So these people don't have no love for their own people. So this is why we tell you, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, cut the bullshit. Stop depending upon these people. Stop thinking that this man is gonna somehow save your ass, man. The only savior we have is our Father Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai, which is coming to get us out of the hands of our enemies. And when He comes, He's gonna deal with these people in a very harsh way. That's all that it is to it, man. So when we see shit like this right here, we applaud seeing America fall. All these talks of wars and rumors of wars, and we cannot wait until this motherfucker get blown to smithereens. We can't wait to see you damn Edomites in chains, man. Because that's what's coming. That's your future. Your future is chains, man. And we're going to work the shit out of y'all because the Lord said give you double. And the shit that you done to us, I can't even imagine. Come on, bro. Double of what y'all done to us? Man, through for y'all asses. That's all I can say. But all these American cities, these are their American cities, man. And this place is through. Here you go. I just done a lesson on this chick, so-called white woman. She done had sex with 101 dudes in one day on OnlyFans. That's your look. That's your new state of mind, man. That's your new so-called white person today. See, one of your granddaughters, your great granddaughter, she's on OnlyFans, letting 100 and some dudes pop her in one day. That's what your kingdom has come to, Esau. So, I mean, this place is through, man. It's not going any further. Y'all can forget about that "Make America Great Again" shit, and it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You can forget about it, and especially if you think you about to take it back to those days where y'all was doing all that shit to us, man. These little young Jake now, they're not going for that shit. We know that you have the ability to gun all of us down, you know what I'm saying, or drop a damn bomb or something on a major city, all black city. We know that you're capable of that shit, but what I'm talking about, just on the strength of you thinking you about to round Jake up and throw his ass in the chains again. And have him, you know what I'm saying, kumbaya, and you crazy as hell, man. The Lord is not having that, because those days are over with. We pretty much done our little punishment. Our little punishment is pretty much about up, and you're about to get your taste of that medicine, man. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yasha Allah and a Bible ball.